Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are heading up to open up the L Gate, and it's going to be probably terrible. But this tech world is lacking in a ruler employment. There's really not anything we can do about that. Nothing at all. This forge world needs housing as well as a worker employment. A city district will solve both. This one requires a worker employment, and that's an Azizan. Wait, was this an Azizan as well? No, that's an Ethiopian. Okay. So that's fine. An Azizan here should probably get a mining district. Wonderful. So there we are. Our fleets are on their way out. They are not necessarily quite where we want them to be. We are a ways away to phase disruptors, though. And fleet command limit in 16 months as well. We're opening this as we speak, by the way. That's already underway. So that's a thing. 1 month on engineering research. This is a very vital boost to us. We're absolutely going to need the additional research here. We're still behind our engineering research by a pretty dramatic amount. So there's that done. We could grab autocannons. These are all kind of mediocre. I'm actually going to grab exotic gas refineries because that'll be a handy thing to have later. But it's also the cheapest thing available. And so that will give us a little bit of, shall we say, a reroll. Excellent. Okay, so our fleets are on their way up. We have banked up a decent amount of alloys, but not a ton. Further investigation reveals that the primary purpose of this site seems to have been in the research and development of advanced energy weapons. An accident seems to have triggered a catastrophic explosion which eradicated most of the site. One data center seems to be in relatively good condition. Perhaps this data will yield some useful insights, and indeed it does. Plasma accelerators. Nice. Okay, so where is that science ship at? That is finished up in Utah. So we are just going to send it directly down here. It'll take it a while to get there. And these guys are arriving at the vortex. So that is great. Here they are, and we are going to activate our L Gate right now. L Drakes emerge. We pried open the gate to the L cluster only to find something waiting for us on the other side. After the old wounds in subspace had been torn open, but before the L gates had been fully stabilized, it broke through. A giant creature, hastily dubbed the L Drake, has emerged into the Rebellion Vortex system, and frenzied reports indicate that similar scenes are playing out in all L gate systems across the galaxy. The Rebellion Vortex specimen does not appear hostile, and it is already on the move. It appears to be searching for something, but projections put its final destination down as the Asterian system. It's unlikely to find whatever it's looking for there. Alarming. Okay, so that's an immature specimen there. Okay. I was expecting nanites, but I don't actually know how this event plays out, so that's fine. I would like these guys to not attack this target, but follow it. Can we just have them follow? I don't know that we can. So it hopped through the L Gate. Fascinating. We are going to explore through the L Gate here, and let's go ahead and see what's going on. Travel to unknown. Okay. So we are now in the L cluster here, terminal egress. We're going to begin surveying that. Okay. Our science ships were there first. And where's our construction ship at? Jusk Fomat right now. Okay. So that's the enigmatic cache there. Well, we'll see what those drakes decide to do. I haven't seen this event yet, so this will be interesting. It's usually nanites for me. Like the nanite fleets. Yeah, that's usually what it is. We're going to move our construction ship over to the Rebellion Vortex as well. And for now, I'm going to move these guys in over here. And they're going to hang out just at terminal egress in orbit. Okay. So we already are defending our L gate. That's great. We're also going to send this guy over here. Okay. So let's see what we can get here. So far, it's a whole lot of nothing. But there's more surveying to be done. So that is completely fine. We definitely want to take control of the L cluster. There's no doubt about that. Luckily, we have a lot of influence, so that's something we can do.
Anomaly found.
We are not going to do this at this time. We can't give up 600 days of surveying time. We'll come back to that one. And I believe we already cleared up all anomalies over here, right? Yeah, we definitely did. Okay. So we're going to come back to this particular anomaly. And we're just going to continue our surveys over here. Ooh, +5 minerals. We'll take it. Is that already grabbed? No, it is not. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create ourselves a construction ship here. And that construction ship is going to go grab this. We're also going to send this science ship up over here. And we're going to have it come out and survey over this way. Okay. So this construction ship is just chilling for the time being. Excellent. And this second construction ship, it's going to come up here and build the mining stations and then return back to the vortex. Fantastic. So our survey ships are definitely here first, although these guys have 2 survey ships here right now. It should be fine still. Man, so many survey ships coming out here. So many survey ships. But this territory will be ours.
Achieved.
Okay, fleet command limit just went up. We are going to bring up our fleet command limit again. So that, of course, means that we can increase these by 20. So we're going to add in an additional battleship, as well as we're going to add in, say, up to 20 destroyers. And then 26 corvettes. That'll be fine. Like so. There we go. And we're going to reinforce these fleets. Fantastic. So we do have a head start on this surveying. And we're the only ones with a construction ship here at this time. So that should be good for us.
Breakthrough achieved.
We're capped on our influence again, but not for too long. I guess mining station output here, again, is kind of a reroll, but it's not the fastest thing available.
Anomaly
there we
found.
go. We're not going to research any anomalies out here at this time. Excellent.
Anomaly found.
Again, we're not going to research any anomalies out here at this time. I am expecting those drakes to turn hostile at some point. Oh, warrior, salute you. There's some archivists. Okay, good to know. So how much longer until we have this place fully surveyed? Not very much. There's a shattered world there. Interesting. There's a shattered world here as well, and here. Oh my. Alpha Centauri Prime has a hostile fleet outside of it now. We're going to skip that, of course, and let's go check on Alpha Centauri Prime. 489, huh? This station is actually capable of taking care of it. Excellent. No problems here. We do not need to do anything about this. Kaboom. Fantastic. And And we are just about done surveying here. I think. Yeah, we're very close to done surveying here. We need these two. Man, there's so many survey ships up here. This isn't shocking. Not shocking at all. Our recycling campaign edict just expired, and we're going to re-up that one, for sure. There we go. Just need these last two surveys here. Lots of broken and shattered worlds over here, which is, of course, rather spooky.
System
Okay,
survey complete.
we're going to build our starbase immediately. We're also going to head out over here and survey.
Anomaly found.
We're leaving all of these anomalies be for now. We will come back to them, but now is not the time.
Survey complete.
Okay, we did just finish our system survey here. We're going to come up over this way, like so. And then this one will survey here. And then we'll come over here and survey like this. And this one will come over here like this. Okay, so we are over our naval cap right now. It's not that big of a deal, though. That said, it will become a bigger deal once we finish up that battleship construction. So that's the thing. We're going to bring this construction ship over to Wua as soon as we're done here. And this construction ship will come build a starbase over here. We're skipping building mining stations for the time being, because we want to grab all of this as quickly as we can. As the science ship approaches BTXR1, a vast and time-worn door is revealed. Who would have built such a thing, and why? Perhaps the answers are inside. For several months now, we've received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries and privateers operating on the frontiers of our space. They call themselves the Ospranian, and are apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture inhabiting overcrowded space stations in and around the Astora system. Their passage near our space proceeded without incident, but they warned us against trespassing in Astora. There is no Ospranian central government to speak of, but their various factions are engaged in constant infighting, and often launch raids against neighboring star systems. Indeed, given their vast population and space-based production capacity, the Ospranian would likely be a significant galactic power if they ever stopped killing each other. Okay, hello. Fantastic. Let's get that sweet, sweet L cluster under our control. Okay, so we have terminal egress at this point. Okay, we immediately want to begin working on upgrading this starport. We want to solidify our grasp on this region. Fantastic. So this construction ship is making its way over to Wua, and that'll be fine. And we're just continuing to work away over here.
Anomaly found.
We're going to leave all of these anomalies be for the time being. We just want to get it surveyed enough to build stations there and claim it. That's our current only goal. We're definitely seeing a lot of science ships heading up to this binary system. I mean, there's just a lot of science ships running around the L cluster right now, just in general. But that's okay. We do need a job on this refinery world. That is an Ethiopian job, and we are going to go ahead and build a civilian industry since we're low on that. This forge world here, same story. We're going to build a civilian industry to deal with that. This forge world, we're going to build an industrial district. That'll be fine for now. This agri world here is only kind of an agri world, but we do require an Azizan job here, and we will put in an agriculture district. And Earth requires housing. Okay. Sounds good.
Construction.
Okay, so construction of Ferrari is now complete. That's great. We're going to work on building mining stations here since we are not done surveying this yet. Although, actually, we will be done very, very shortly. So let's just go ahead and stop that and move up to Rasnum. Excellent. We are not working on an engineering research, and we should do that. Durasteel armor is pretty important to us. That city district housing +1 is good. Don't get me wrong. It's very good. But we're not currently prepared for that. Okay, so we're going to build our starbase up here. Wonderful. This construction ship is almost arrived in Wua, and that's great because we're almost done surveying it. So this is completely fine. We can activate our surveyor, and so we shall. +9 engineering research to Valonus 6A. Now, are we already gathering that? Where is Valonus? I forgot how to spell it. Apparently not that. There, Volonus. Okay. No, we're not gathering it currently, but we don't have a construction ship available for that at this exact moment. Grabbing the L cluster is more important to us. Wonderful. So these locations are, of course, coming under our control, and the rest of the galaxy is upset about that, but opening the vault has raised more questions than it has answered. Contained within is an esoteric collection of items ranging from junk to what are possibly artifacts from a long-forgotten empire. Sorting through it all took some time. Hang on. Very rude. Sorting through it all took some time, but we did find some useful items. Okay, so we gained improved strikecraft as an option. Sounds great. We're going to go ahead and build our starbase here, and we're going to move to here. Excellent. We haven't run into any additional drakes, which is definitely interesting. Slightly surprising, in fact. So the terminal egress station here, we're going to immediately begin upgrading to a starhold. We're also going to do a gun battery, missile battery, and target uplink computer, and we'll actually prioritize those. Fantastic. So that will be just fine. That is, of course, all underway. This Forge World here requires an Ethiopian job, and so we'll give it one. This Forge World requires an Azizan job, and so we'll give it one. This refinery world here, I don't know why they're calling it a refinery world. This is really a tech world. It requires an Ethiopian job, and so we will give it one. We're going to build a pair of research labs, and then once the month tick happens, we'll build our planetary capital here. We're still lacking in 15. Oof, okay. So we did just finish grabbing Wua. That's great. We're going to move to Zanbar. Wonderful. It's a little odd that we're not seeing borders over here, but okay.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
I guess we aren't. There's phase disruptors finishing, and we can grab plasma accelerators if we wanted, but I think instead we're going to grab gateway activation. Fantastic. And that does, of course, mean that we can upgrade our fleets here a little bit. Our corvettes would get phase disruptors, as would our destroyers. Wonderful. And we should then send our fleets to go upgrade. So we are going to upgrade those fleets, and they're going to have to go all the way back to Seoul for that. But that's okay for now. So this construction ship is going to grab over here as soon as we're done surveying. We've got a few locations left to survey. And we're nearing completion on surveying over here as well. Ish. Encounter with the Lamade aliens. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start working on them. Fantastic. This science ship isn't doing anything, and we're going to send it over to Alpha Centauri to help out our research there. Okay. There we go. That'll do just fine. And the terminal egress station is solidifying. Wonderful. So there's definitely no nanites up here, at least not so far. We may run into more as we start actually doing these anomalies. These guys are sending fairly large fleets up here. Not sure why they're doing that.
Survey complete.
Okay, we just finished this one. That's great. We're going to grab it, and we're going to head off over here. So after we're done with Zanbor here, which we're about to finish, then we're going to go research this trinary system.
System survey complete.
Off we go. There are nanites here. That's great. We're going to build a starbase. And that's fantastic. The irregularity we had designated as Lamade aliens appears to be made of some sort of crystalline material. Curiously, it seems to be able to propel itself across the void and protect itself when necessary, indicating that it may be alive. Our researchers are working hard to find out more. Okay.
Construction complete.
So we just finished up our construction on the Tadaska station. We're going to move up to Guher next.
Our ships have been made superior.
Excellent. So that is, of course, our first fleet, actually our second fleet finished up.
Complete.
We're going to just drop them back in terminal egress for right now. And then our first fleet will get upgraded soon enough. You can definitely see these military powers increasing, and that's wonderful. Our researchers have finished the reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in the terminal egress system. Their findings are startling. The ship-size objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisons indicate that they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with caution. Even should we not find a martial use for them, studying a shattered crystal would no doubt yield interesting results. Okay. So, we're just going to say fascinating creatures, and we're going to issue a study on them.
Communicate.
Wonderful. More nanites over here, that's great to see. And we finished grabbing this, so we need to move over this way. And we're going to go ahead and build a starbase here. All of these are falling under our control, as expected. So we're off to Elthene. That's great. And we're going to continue surveying this trinary system as well. Okay, additional engineering research located. That's really good for us. Is that engineering research? No, it's not grabbed. Okay. Good to know. That's fine. The first fleet is going to come on back over here. That'll be wonderful.
Project complete.
The crystalline entities, the name itself a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Earth, are probably alive. An earlier and perhaps more descriptive name for them was silicate animate matter, as they have little in common with biological life. They're solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereign rarely seen with more than a sentinel and a smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly being subservient to the sovereign of the group, the subtle nuances of the crystalline entity's socio-hierarchical relationships are lost on us. The entities do not seem to mate, yet we have yet to observe any crystals, that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to an early hypothesis, the shifts in hue between individual crystalline entities seem to be related not to their age, but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as though sporadic fluctuations in this charge alter the refractive properties of the crystal. So we could get crystal infused plating, or we could get energy credits from jobs. Honestly, I feel like energy credits from jobs is more valuable right now. And so we'll take that. Excellent. We do need a job on Trappist, and I think it will go ahead and be an industrial district. We did just finish constructing this here. That's great. We're going to move to here. And we need an Ethiopian job here. Just go ahead and upgrade the planetary capital. That'll do the trick. We need a job here as well. This is an Ethiopian job. I guess we'll build an industrial district.
Survey complete.
And we'll build a starbase over here. Procyon Prime. We could definitely use a mining district. That is an Azizan job. And this industrial world here, let's go ahead and... Wait, can we build any... Nope, okay. Just checking to see if we had any of these free exotic materials. We do not. So we are going to build ourselves a district here as soon as the month tick happens. There we go. Fantastic.
System survey complete.
And we'll build our starbase there. Okay, so we should have a couple of science ships that are not currently doing anything. We will send this one over to this tech world. There we go. And we will send this science ship to begin working on any of these anomalies. Like that one, and then this one, and this one, and this one, as well as these two. Excellent. There we go. And this construction ship here, yeah, all of this should be in our territory now. So we're just going to begin working on building mining stations. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish settling the L cluster. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.
Scientific breakthrough.